Hi everybody, I'm here today at the Potluck with Chef AJ and a whole bunch of wonderful people eating plant food. And we're here today to celebrate the fact that Gene Baur from Farm Sanctuary is with us today. He came all the way from Watkins Glen, New York to be at a fundraiser we're having later today. But today he's here and he's going to say a few words to our famous AJ, Chef AJ. Everybody knows Chef AJ.
Everybody knows Linda. I think we're just all celebrating that we're all here together, right? Celebrating health, well-being, compassion, eating plants instead of animals. And I'm grateful for Linda letting me know about this and for the amazing work AJ does here. So I guess it's a regular potluck you have, right?
Absolutely. And if you want to join, just go to meetup.com. It's free. Healthy Living in Lincoln with Chef AJ or Sacramento Vegan Society. We get together all the time. That's why we all moved up here. It's for community.
She wanted a few friends.
And now I have too many.
A lot of vegan friends, a lot of great vegan
and
food.
Vegan doctors, they have Weimar up here.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Neil Nedley. And so they have vegan Adventist doctors up here. It's fantastic. It's a mecca for veganism. I heard yesterday from a guest on my show that Israel is like per capita the most vegan friendly place.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, in the United States, I think Sacramento area must be.
Well, California is a huge agricultural state. Driving in here, I saw signs for berries and for nectarines and for healthy plant foods. This is a place where so much good food can be grown, and then you need to know what to do with the food and how to eat and eat well and eat in a way that doesn't cause harm to others, right? So it's so beautiful to be here, and can't wait to dig into some of this food too.
And AJ is the master chef, as you all know, and she used to be not so healthy about 45 years ago.
I was a Coke Slurpee vegan and a Dr. Pepper vegan.
And
no more.
But you started out as an ethical vegan.
I'm still an ethical vegan. That's the thing. You don't become an ethical vegan and then say I'm not ethical. But I think that when you're an ethical vegan, you never stop being vegan.
Yeah.
When people do it for health, which is wonderful, leave an environment, it's just too easy to let animal products slip in. But I think once an ethical vegan, always an ethical vegan. But then I found out you can be healthy, you can be trim, and you save the planet, you save your health, and of course you save the widow animals. Right, Bailey? Yep.
And Gene realized this 37.
Well, mid-80s. 85 is when I went vegan.
85, he went vegan. He had always been interested. His grandma told him what happened to veal when he was young. And he always was interested in animals and making sure they weren't hurt anymore. And he's rescued thousands of animals, and he has even went on to get a degree in agricultural science from Cornell so he could do a farm sanctuary of his own. He had one in Orland, California, then he moved to Watkins Glen, New York. But hopefully he's going to expand back to California.
Well, we do. The Farm Sanctuary has farms in Watkins Glen, New York, in Acton, California, near Los Angeles.
I've been to that one. It's wonderful.
It's beautiful. And these are places where animals are our friends, not our food, where being vegan is normal. And so we encourage people to come visit Farm Sanctuary. And we also are working to change the food system to take the billions of dollars of subsidies spent every year supporting factory farming to shift that towards plant-based agriculture. So that's some of the advocacy work we're involved in right now, and just educating people about the fact that we can live well without causing unnecessary harm. We can actually live better ourselves, better for the animals, better for the earth. And it's not only physical, but it's also, I'd say, emotional. Can you imagine what it would be like to work in a slaughterhouse where 8 hours a day a person's job is killing animals?
And the food's amazing. I wish you could get some pictures of the potluck. If you could see what we're eating, you would know there's no deprivation. And 3 people can fit into a chair for 2.
Because we're vegans. We're healthy vegans too. Eating plants.
Eating plants. Anyway, we're so glad that Gene came all the way out here to visit because he's like our international hero, really, because he was even, Time Magazine even said he was the conscience of our movement because he showed compassion for the animals and talks about it and even wrote a book about it called Farm Sanctuary, Changing Our Hearts and Minds,
about animals
and food. And this book is wonderful. I encourage you to get that book so you get the understanding of what he's doing which is just amazing.
That's
So
very nice, Linda. But you're doing some good stuff too, and AJ, you're doing some good
My
stuff. We're
books
all
will
doing
change your palate.
Yeah, all of us are.
After you've changed
We're
your
all in
mind.
this together. We're all doing our part. We're all doing our part. We're all in it together.
Together.
Yes.
yeah, we are. We all three care what happens on this earth to the other species. They have no voice. It's not fair that humans have done so much harm already, but we're going to change that.
We are changing it.
Yeah, we
changing
are changing it now.
it. Meal by meal, step
And
by
soon
step.
we won't have a planet because it's burning up.
Yeah.
Animal agriculture is number one.
Yep, and it uses tons of land. It's a leading cause of the loss of biodiversity. 10 times more land in the U.S. goes to animal agriculture versus plant-based agriculture. We can feed ourselves much more efficiently, causing much less harm by eating plants instead of animals. Again, good for the animals, good for us as well. And it's a bigger contributor to the climate crisis than the entire transportation industry. So animal agriculture has so many harms associated with it, and we don't need to be part of it.
Yeah, and so much water is used. So much more water is needed for one hamburger. I forgot the ratio, but it's like crazy.
Well, the Colorado River water, dwindling supply was recently in the news where a bunch of western states were fighting for their share. What was not enough in the news was the fact that most of the Colorado River water goes for animal agriculture. So that's another waste and a lost opportunity to live more kindly in a more efficient and sustainable way. So animal agriculture causes so many problems, and the good news is each of us every day can make choices to not support it by what we eat.
So go vegan.
Yes, please.
And
Thank
this
you.
lady can show you how to do it so it's delicious.
Yes.
I mean, delicious. The food is so
Take some still
good.
photos of all.
Get a picture of her plate.
Okay. You want me to get that? They can bring your plate over. We want to get a photo of it.
Take a look at this plate.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, and
Check
that
out.
doesn't even have all the desserts on it yet.
Yeah, wait till you see the dessert that she makes. Oh my God.
And this is a monthly potluck up here in Sacramento.
Yes.
If anybody's around.
Yep.
Yes. So you can come too.
Yes.
So, well, thank you, Jean, so much for your
Thanks for having me.
coming up
Great seeing you
here,
here.
AJ.
And thanks all of you for at least considering going vegan.
Yes.
Yeah, do what you can. Get a hold of her and me, right, for the food, and we'll help you. All right. Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
everybody. Take care.
Bye.